Y'all, we need to find something to do, okay? 2024 has to be the year of the hobbies. When we were children, we had hobbies, but we stopped that and replaced that with the stress of the day. We come home, we cook, we spend time with our family, we get the kids together. When do we spend time with ourselves just doing something that brings us joy and makes us happy? If you are new here, my name is Sonya Star J. Welcome to Fully Loving Yourself. And if you're returning, welcome back. Okay, so about these hobbies, y'all. I have wanted to kind of get off of the internet and kind of find something to do in real time. So I was like, well, what can I do? What are things that I used to do when I was younger that I could do now? So the one thing that I used to love to do when I was younger was color. I used to love to color and draw, but then I gave it up. I have a big box back there full of paints, full of markers, coloring pencils, crayons, and a big stack of coloring books that I don't touch anymore because I'm just so drained from my workday. But I want to be intentional about getting back into doing that. So the first hobby will be a coloring book. Very easily accessible. You can get one at the dollar store, get you some crayons, and just de-stress. They actually have the de-stress coloring books, the color by numbers. Do y'all remember color by numbers? I love those. So yeah, get you a coloring book. The second hobby that I would like to recommend is the one that my best friend does. And it seems to bring her such peace and such a relief of stress. She does it every day. Is these paint by diamonds. She takes these little diamonds and she puts them in the spot where they're supposed to go. And then it turns into this beautiful portrait. I actually have a few because a few of my friends actually do them. And I'm like, wow, I can't imagine the amount of time that it takes to do this. But she just wakes up in the morning, and I love this so much. She just wakes up in the morning, she makes her coffee, she gets her paint by diamond, she just, you know, she gets her mind right and her day right before her day actually starts. And I think we all could benefit from having something like that. A third hobby, which some people might not love this idea, is working out, exercise. I know a lot of the girls are doing Pilates right now. I haven't tried Pilates, and I'm not really a big fan of yoga yet, but I am working to get back into it. My complex offers yoga on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I said that I was going to get out of my shell and stop being socially anxious and get out and meet some people and go to a yoga class. So I've been doing yoga at home, but I'm going to commit to doing yoga at least once a week or once a month. Okay. Another hobby, like a workout hobby, skating. Y'all, tell me why I bought these skates during COVID, because I was bored, and they're still sitting in my closet. I wore these skates one time. Me and my dog went outside, and I had my dog on a leash. I don't know why I thought this was a good idea. Put these skates on, put my dog on a leash, and he made me roll down the street. I busted my ass, y'all, and it was so embarrassing. I was like, man, I hope nobody seen me do this. I hope nobody seen me fall. So I was like, yeah, I'm not ever putting these skates back on. But there is a roller skating rink down the street from me. So I'm like, let me go ahead and pay this little $5 to go in here. I got my own skates, and I love skating. It just allows you to take your mind off of everything, and you just roll in, and you know, and I want to learn how to dance on skates too. So that might be in my future. If y'all see me rolling around here on some skates, dancing like Usher, mind your business. Another hobby that I see people trying right now is crocheting and knitting. I don't think that that's something that I would try, but it is something that I have been seeing a lot of women get into. They're making hats, they're making swimsuits, they're doing all kinds of beautiful creations. And I'm like, oh, okay, that is really nice. If you're somebody who likes like designing or somebody who likes creating new things, that might be something that you might want to look into. Now, a hobby that I currently am into is designing. I realized a long time ago that I wanted to have like a clothing line. And so I would draw different designs for clothes, swimsuits, hoodies, all of these things. But I would just keep them to myself because it was kind of just like a passion project and something that I just love to do to get the designs and ideas out of my head. And now I'm learning how to do them digitally, like graphic design. And now I can bring my designs to life. And it's just the most exciting thing because I actually started designing 10 years ago and now I'm finally figuring out my pace. So sometimes you can lose a hobby, you can lose track of a hobby and then pick it up later. And that's okay, you know, because you're still skilled in it, you're still talented in it. You just let it go for a little bit and that's all right. I believe sometime soon I am going to be sharing with you all some of the designs that I have been creating. I'm really excited because these designs have been on my heart and in my mind for a long time and I don't really share them with anybody, so it's really going to be a big deal for me. So make sure that you look forward to that because I'm looking forward to it and I'm really excited. That I'm really currently into is cooking, especially because I'm transitioning into this plant-based lifestyle. I have been loving finding new recipes to try and recreate in my own way because there are certain things that I can't eat when I find these recipes. So get creative in the kitchen. If you're somebody who likes to cook, okay, if you're not somebody who likes to cook, you go sit down somewhere and you order you some takeout. But if you are somebody who likes to cook and likes to be creative and feed yourself and feed your family, try new recipes by going to Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, all of those places might be an interesting hobby that you can take up. Try a new recipe once a week. That might be something fun that you can do that takes the monotony and breaks it up from your week. I want to know if y'all currently do any of these hobbies that I'm already talking about and how you implement them into your daily life because I'm trying to get better, y'all. I'm trying to get better. Okay, so I also was on Facebook and I seen like a pottery class and I really want to try taking a pottery class. So I actually reached out to a young lady that I actually want to get to know a little better and I invited her to come to a pottery class with me. So I'm really excited about that. Maybe I'll bring y'all along that journey because I'm being real intentional about building healthy friendships in 2024 and beyond. So I'm excited to try pottery, and if you have a pottery class somewhere in your area, maybe you should try it out too. Another hobby that I have been trying to get better at in the last couple of months is reading. Now unfortunately TikTok has messed up my attention span. I used to sit and read Harry Potter books like straight through in a day. Thanks babe. My honey brought me fruit with honey. Thanks, babe. So good. Look at what he brought me. Apples, kiwis, bananas. We doing this healthy eating in 2024, okay? Because it used to be a biscuit, some grits, some bacon, some sausage. So we on the right track. So back to what I was saying about the hobbies. I want to get back into book reading. So my attention span hasn't been the best. So I've been trying two things. I have been telling myself that I'll read one chapter a day or a few pages a day so that I can get to the end of the book. And I found that by setting that goal of just a few pages, it doesn't give me that existential dread of, oh, I have to finish this entire book. And oftentimes when I do read a few pages, I end up wanting to read more anyway. And then the second thing that I've been doing is actually listening to audiobooks. My auntie tried to put me on audiobooks a long time ago and I was like, this is some old people stuff, but it actually is very effective. I've been listening to Atomic Habits. I know that's been trending, but I've been listening to it and I'm like, wow, this book is actually really good. So audiobooks and committing to a few pages a day. That's been my saving grace with getting down to my book reading hobby. Another hobby that I truly love to do, it really helps me to center myself and like just focus on what it is that I'm doing. I like to solve puzzles. I love a good puzzle. I will sit down at the living room table and try to put the puzzle pieces together. Let me know if you start from the inside or the outside, because I start from the outside and work my way in. My husband is the complete opposite. He starts from the inside and works his way out. Teamwork makes the dream work. But I love doing puzzles. And my homegirl actually got me a puzzle as a gift last month. And I was like, this is just the sweetest thing. So you can create your own puzzles. If you are a creative designer, you can create your own puzzles and you can sell them or just put them together yourself. Like, the opportunities are endless. And another thing about this is that if you do find a creative hobby that you really enjoy a lot and you want to share with others, you can sell it, like on Etsy or just in general. Perfect example, another hobby I was going to mention is jewelry making. People make waist beads, they make earrings, they make bracelets. If you love to bring the bling, you can create jewelry for people. Every time I'm at a pop-up shop, I see the most beautiful jewelry pieces from homemade makers. You could definitely start your own jewelry line. And the last hobby that I will share today is, if you are somebody like me who has a history in like human services and nonprofit, and you switched over into an industry where it's not very much client facing or people facing, you can volunteer. There are so many opportunities to volunteer with pets, with people, with children, just going out and giving back, becoming a mentor, or just helping out at one of your local nonprofits or organizations. All right, loved ones. Well, I hope that you got a new hobby from this video today. Okay, I want to know what hobbies you're going to be trying in 2024, because I'm going to be trying a few of these. I've already started. I got my books ready. Okay, I got the puzzles ready. I'm on it. I am being intentional about my self-care and tapping back into me. Yeah, I love that, right? As always, thank y'all so much for tuning in. If you are new here, please don't leave without hitting that subscribe button, okay? I love y'all so much, and I will catch y'all in the next video. Bye.